It is the second weekend, so we are bringing you our 6 selected amazing panelists today, just like what we did last month. Now, this month, we are going to be with number 1, Renat Sionka from Belgium. And then the second is Beth Busa from New Jersey. Wave your hands, please. And then Gigi Donahue from Florida. We also have Dr. Maria Doherty from Florida as well. Dr. Richmond Santillana from the Philippines, and Christian DeMoro from Massachusetts. So just so you know, they are one of our top-notch LV consultants who's got substantial knowledge about our products and business. That's why we selected them. And we are certain that you will have a great takeaway from all of them. So make sure you have a pen and paper, okay? And can I make sure that all 6 speakers are here by typing a whopping number 10? Woohoo! For future Master Pro 10. Type in number 10 if you guys are here, our 6 panelists or speakers. Thank you, thank you. Sylvia, are they all there? 6 of them? Perfect, perfect. And if we have some guests tonight or today, please type in the number 1 on the comment section below. If we have a few guests, because we would like to acknowledge you all for joining us tonight. And we hope you'll stick around until we are done, because you will earn a great deal of information for yourself tonight, okay? Before we kick off, well, allow me to introduce to you my beautiful co-host here and the very dynamic MC1, Sylvia Morales out of Austin, Texas. Okay, as you know, folks, Sylvia and I worked for a couple of years with LifeVantage, and I tell you now that she's one of the easiest, the most fun people to work with, or person to work with. She's smart, she's coachable. I love her. She never makes excuses. That's number 1. She is passionate about LifeVantage, and most of all, she is now my amazing friend, and I trust her 100%. You want to work with Sylvia Morales, I can tell you now. So can I call on you now, Sylvia?
Oh, Kai, that was a very humbling introduction, and thank you very much. Kai and I have gone through ups and downs building our LifeVantage business here in Austin, and she is very disciplined, hands-on. You know her. Her energy is contagious, and we call her the Energizer Bunny, okay? She will do what it takes to help support you to grow your business, but please do not take advantage of this. I mean, when she is going to help you, you are lucky. You are lucky to have her as our leader, because she is highly respected by our corporate leaders, and she's in demand. She's constantly in demand. She is very serious when she puts on her business hat, because she means 100% business, and that's true. It's always business, and she rarely sleeps. But she also knows how to have fun, and that's what I'm trying to push her to have some more fun, because she's been working too hard lately. She's a great host when it comes to parties. So if you guys want to join her and have some parties, you better come down to Global, okay? With that being said, welcome everybody. You are in for a big treat once again. We have some panelists who will allow us to showcase to showcase our consultants and share their different perspectives and about our products and about the business. And each of these speakers are given only 4 to 5 minutes maximum to answer the questions, okay? Now, panelists, each one of you, I want you to say hello, state your name, and where you are from, okay? Go ahead, and you can start, Christian.
Hi, I'm Christiane DeMoro from Boston, Massachusetts, and it's wicked awesome to see you all tonight.
Renaud?
Hello, I'm Renat Sionka from Belgium. Good morning.
Good morning. Beth?
Hi, I'm Beth Busa from New Jersey. Mabuhay Pilipinas.
Okay, followed by Dr. Maria.
Hi, Maria Doherty from Spring Hill, Florida.
That's great.
Originally from Cebu, Philippines.
Okay, that's good. And then Gigi?
Thank you, Sylvia. I'm Gigi Donahue. I'm from Florida as well. Magandang umaga po sa inyo sa Pilipinas and good evening everybody from the States. I'm not sure what time is it there or not in Belgium, so maybe good morning, maybe good evening.
Hey.
I'll pass it back to you, Sylvia. Thank you.
And last, Dr. Richmond. Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, Doc. We can't hear you. Click the unmute button.
Should be on the bottom left-hand side. You can unclick the unmute yourself. Hello, Dr. Richmond?
It's on the lower left-hand corner. Just click that mic, the mic, Doc. Click that, put your cursor.
You'll have to use your mouse to be able to.
There you go.
Hello, Dr. Richmond here from the Philippines. How are you, world?
Hey, he did it.
How's everybody?
I miss you, Dr. Richmond.
I miss you too.
We love you, we love you, we love you.
Great.
Go ahead.
Now, we're going to go ahead and start with these questions. And first, I want to start off with Christiane. Okay, Christiane? The first set of questions for everyone to answer is going to be the following. What is the advantage of activation versus supplementation? In other words, why is it better to take Protandim than taking any other antioxidant supplement in the market? Go ahead, Christiane.
Well, actually, that is the easiest question ever. Because who wants to get rid of your free radicals, the toxins in your cell, one at a time? When I heard about the discovery of Protandim, I didn't believe it. I did not believe it because one molecule of Protandim takes care of 1 million free radicals per second. Boom, game changer. I did not believe that was true until I checked out the information that the scientists came out with. And I actually went out to LifeVantage Corporation in Utah, and I thought, okay, I'm going to find out the real truth now. Oh my goodness. The corporate stellar, the products do exactly what they say. In fact, even better. They say it gets rid of 40% of oxidative stress in 30 days. Well, if you've seen the ABC video, you know in 2 weeks, when the investigative reporter came back and thought, oh, I'm wasting my time, go ahead, take my test. And he had the level of an infant. Game changer, folks. There is nothing else out there. Even if you try and eat the most pure, healthiest food, what is the byproduct? Toxic waste in your cells, healthy tissues, healthy organs. And Kai has some pictures that she's going to show you, a before and after when I tried their very latest product, the collagen, along with the NRF2, which is the flagship product. Now, get ready because it's really scary to see my before picture. I almost fell off the chair.
I will share that with
for you. Yes, if she will share with you either now or later when I answer the second question. So hold on to your seats, guys, when you see it.
Wow, thank you, Christiane. That was wonderful. Heck, you should have been Dr. McCord's assistant at the rate you were going. You're an expert actress here, and I love the background. It looks like you got prepared here with your voiceover for our program today. Okay, now we're going to go to the next panelist, and it's going to be Renault. I'm going to ask the question again. If you can answer this in 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. What is the advantage of activation versus supplementation? In other words, why is it better to take Protandim than taking any other antioxidant supplement in the market? Go ahead.
Yes, for me, activation, it's adding to the story, what we just heard. It's turning on your body's own defense system. So it's really using the power of your body and turning on its own defense system, activating its own genes. With supplementation, you can provide building blocks to use in the defense. We heard the details about that, but turning on your own defense system, that's the key part of the activation. So with activating different pathways, you have a powerful virtual unending activation, defense of the free radicals in your body. In our body, we have all genes, and it's the genes that we are activating, and we are activating them through proteins. That's called the genetics used in an advanced way. So it's an epigenetics that we are here using. The nutrigenomics are working, and that's for me the best part of the activation, that you are using the full power of your body.
Wow, did you learn this all in a couple of months, or you have been doing this for quite some time?
For me, it's I was looking for more the epigenetics way. That's when I came across LifeVantage. I found it a perfect match to not only live healthy, but also boost your own body's power.
Good, good, good. That's good research. That shows that you really are interested. We need more people like you that do a lot of research. Okay, well, thank you so much, Renat. Okay, the next one will be Beth, and then the same question. What is the advantage of activation versus supplementation? In other words, why is it better to take Protandim than taking any other antioxidant in the market? Go ahead, girl.
Yes, Sylvia, for me, I love activation because it's a combination of old school, going back to plants that helped a lot of people before pharmaceutical drugs were around, and modern technology, learning nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics is used, to learn about how genes and diet together may affect a person's health risk and developing diseases. I'm not a medical professional, not a doctor, nurse, but I was a patient, was undergone several surgeries, chemotherapy, radiation. So my body has been bombarded with millions of toxins, very high oxidative stress, and my DNA with millions of has been damaged. And the cancer that I had was genetic, meaning it's hereditary cancer. Knowing all this, will I trust supplements? But where do you even start, right, Sylvia? Pills, powder, shots, injectables, juices, oxygen treatments. I know for a fact that some supplements are just excreted in your urine, and some are not even absorbed by your body. And some even come out whole, when you do your number 2. And I also know that no supplement out there can neutralize 300 sextillion free radicals that my body produces every single day. The direct antioxidants that you get with supplements can only utilize 1 free radical, and that's how it is, 1-to-1 ratio. But with activation, 1 antioxidant can neutralize 1 million free radicals every second of every minute, and it's catalytic. So obviously I chose 1:1 million, right? Let's just associate it to if your house is burning. Will you just get a pail of water and it's to extinguish the fire? That's supplementation, That's what it's doing to your body. Or will you call the fire department around you and your neighboring town to extinguish it? That's exactly activation. I believe activation has been a game changer for me in my life. After 2 weeks of taking, I definitely felt the difference in my sleep, energy, mood. It propelled from 0 to 75 and month after month to 100%. At 57, I know that I'm 20 years old inside my body and at my best health. Back to you, Sylvia.
Honey, you still look 20 years old. That was wonderful.
Thank
oh my
you.
God, girl, I'm just glad that this has helped you along your way, because I know all the issues that you've had in the past. Some of us have not experienced what you've had, but we're thankful. We're grateful that you're here with us and to be able to tell us your story. Okay, great. Next, it's going to be Dr. Maria. Same question, 4 to 5 minutes. What is the advantage of activation versus supplementation? In other words, why is it better to take Protandim than taking any other antioxidant in the market?
Oh, it's all about the ABC. Of course, S, supplementation is letter S, but to me, that sounds like scarcity. You know, you can only neutralize 80,000 of your free radicals. Oh my gosh, and we make millions in our everyday living. So I go with activation because A is for abundance. We have abundance of these antioxidants that we make in our bodies that can neutralize millions of free radicals every second, every minute, every hour of the day. So, like, if you take vitamins, you cannot even double dose it because, like the previous speaker said, you can have diarrhea, you can have calcium, calcified kidneys, kidney stones, and all that. So it can only take care of 80,000 of free radicals. It's not that effective. When I was around people every day taking care of COVID patients, especially the Delta COVID, I had to take my Protandim because it helped me and it made me healthy every day. Listen, this one, I did not miss, because of this, I did not miss a day of work. And I'm so happy that this LifeVantage family reminds me of the Bible story. The apostles were told to cast the nets in the right side of the boat. So we are telling you, take the right supplement, take the right activator. And this is, I'm so thankful that our leaders are like shepherds and they lead us to where it is abundant. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, you should be on TV and be one of our advertisers. That's wonderful. I love that you brought that bottle up. Oh, and you know, that is fantastic that you did mention COVID, because a lot of people don't realize how effective this is from head to toe. And it helps you prevention as well for any future illnesses and diseases. So thank you, Dr. Maria. People have to hear it from your mouth so they can see it's the real deal. All right. Next, we're going to see Gigi. Gigi, I'm going to have you make sure you talk 4 to 5 minutes only. What is the advantage of activation versus supplementation? Why is it better to take Protandim than taking any other supplement in the market?
Okay, so for many years, we talk about how many free radicals we produce in our body. For 40 years, Dr. McCord studied how we can increase life, right? So we said 300 sextillion free radicals, as Beth mentioned, is produced by our body daily, eventually causing chronic diseases and eventually causing death, right? So we encourage people, eat fruits, vegetables, green leafy. I mean, it was huge. We buy over-the-counter antioxidants now. They were available years ago that did not exist. And yet, we also say only 80,000 molecules is basically touched by that, those free antioxidant that we take every day in fruits, fish, etc., or even over-the-counter pills. So we really can't touch that 300 sextillion free radicals in our body. Every year, 695,000 people die of heart disease. An estimated about over 609,000 die of cancer. Actually, for this year, that's their estimation, 2023. About 140,000 people die of stroke. 795,000 actually suffer from stroke every year. But we always say, why not take Protandim NRF2, just one pill a day? and we can combat this overwhelming number of free radicals that we produce in our body every single day. Just one pill. My experience with it, I suffered from many chronic diseases at young age, in my 40s. I took many medications, ultimately causing many side effects in my body. After taking Protandim, NRF2, from 11 medication, I'm down to 2 medication. Why are medical peer review studies important? These academic medical centers that we have shown in our presentations invest millions of dollars, scientists studying our product to prove how effective it is or disprove it. They publish it. They put it in pubmed.gov. And that's why I always say when I explain the product to anyone, don't Google it. Don't look at Wikipedia, because these are opinions of people. They are not really studies, but studies by scientific studies by scientists. PubMed.gov proves or disproves any product. And when we go to PubMed.gov, how many peer review studies say how effective NRF2 is? And that's my story right there.
Oh my God, my lioness. You look really vibrant. I'm glad that it has worked for you, and you'll be able to get the word out and shout it out to everybody in the world. Thank you so much, Gigi. Love you, girl. Okay, I'll hand it back to you now, Kai. Take it away.
Fantastic, Sylvia. What an amazing, amazing panelist that we have right now. And I am sure our audience, our participants are really taking a lot of good notes, because every single one of them shared valuable information right now. And I couldn't just thank them enough for providing this information to all our viewers today. So it makes this Zoom training call every Friday night in the US and Saturday morning kind of like very, very interesting, right? There's a different spin because everybody's, giving their perspective, not just one person talking, right? So we're going to have this on a regular basis, and you guys, we will definitely pick or select the cream of the crop, and it's just amazing, you guys. So moving on to the next set of questions. I hope our wonderful speakers are ready for this. Let me call on our first panelist. And of course, I would like to start first with Beth Bussard this time, and on to Gigi Donahue, followed by Renat, and then to Dr. Maria, then to Christian, and finally to Dr. Richmond. By the way, if you don't know Dr. Richmond, you guys, I fell in love with this guy because of his humility and such a great guy. He is actually a multi-awarded. Yeah, he was awarded by the Philippines government for his incredible invention. He is a lover of natural kind of like approach. So that's why he fell in love with Protandim. So we have a great doctor here and here in the Philippines. So in that order, okay, so we're going to start with Beth Busa. Let's get the ball rolling. I'm going to repeat the question. Let's take a deep dive on Protandim. So the question is, why are medical peer review studies important or significant for a product that you are taking or promoting? Why does it separate us from all other products out there? Okay, again, why are medical peer review studies are important or significant for any products that you are taking or promoting? And why does it separate us? Why does Protandim separate us from all other products out there? Take it away, Beth.
Yes, Kai. By the way, Sylvia, I don't really like coffee, but I finally tried it when I was in the Philippines. Yeah, they've been offering me 3-in-1, so I tried it. So don't stop sharing, okay? So I guess, Kai, we should start with, I believe we should first know what peer review studies mean, especially for people like me, a layman. To simplify, it's an article written by an expert that is then reviewed and scrutinized by other experts in the same field. In that same field is very important because essentially These researchers are determining the credibility of the article, if it fits into that discipline of information. But what are they looking for? Is the information accurate? Does it make sense? A reasonable conclusion drawn? How about the validity of the research? How about the different experiments done? So, when you see the phrase peer-reviewed on an article or source, this is a stamp of approval that the source is credible, that the research is valid and widely accepted. This also is the key to scientific quality control. And you know what? This is time-tested, meaning this fact will be published forever. Okay? So, for us, are we all aware that we have 30 medical peer-reviewed studies right now? Not on the ingredients of Protandem, but on our product, Protandem. All these are from top academic universities like Harvard, Louisiana State, Colorado State, and medical institutions like American Heart Association, Johns Hopkins, and of course, the National Institute on Aging. Can you imagine the cost? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, or could even be millions, right? They spent to research. And you know, the rigorous testing they had to go through and how long it took, 2, 5, 10 years. And one from the National Institute on Aging, it took almost 20 years, guys, you know? Not a teenager, 20 years old, to an adult, right? So for me, with no medical background, that gives me confidence. I can even talk to a medical professional with no worry because I just have to refer them to the PubMed.com. Why? Because they understand it more than I do, right? So besides my story, that's what makes people listen to me. This is what validates my experience, and this is what distinguishes us from other products. Back to you, Kai and Sylvia.
Wow. Well thought of, Beth. Wonderful information, because really medical peer review studies is the best validation that you can ever give to your prospects. Okay, so let's move on to Gigi Donahue. Let's hear it from her.
Hello,
Why
Kai.
are medical peer review studies important for a product you are taking or promoting, Gigi? And why does it separate us from all other products out there? Thank you.
Oh, thank you. There's not much more really I can say. I mean, Beth pretty much touched basically the product, our NRF2 product that was studied for 40 years before it was produced. And as I mentioned earlier when I spoke, when you have many academic medical centers who are, these are prestigious academic medical center that we're talking about. A lot of them are what we call members of the United Health Consortium. They're investing millions of dollars. You're talking about scientists studying and proving if this product works. They published it, meaning we can tell people if they are questioning the product, why don't you look at Protandem NRF2 PubMed.gov? And then they will see every single study that was made, different diseases. And these are about, you know, our immune system, any anti-inflammatory responses that we have, about tissue remodeling, and carcinogenesis and fibrosis even. I mean, these are a lot of things that happen in our body that our product can actually combat so that it improves our health. And what else can you really say when you see about 30 peer-reviewed studies that are published out there, not by Google, not by Wikipedia, but PubMed.gov.
Wow, 30, Gigi, 30 medical peer review studies, you guys. Do we need 30? No, but fortunately, we got 30 because this medical institutions that Gigi has mentioned, by the way, she is a certified nurse, by the way. She is, I mean, these medical peer review studies, guys, are actually, they paid us. We didn't pay them. That's the coolest thing about this, right, G? So let's move on to Renat from Belgium. Let's hear from him.
The the peer-reviewed studies, for me, it's important to know that it's a product that is studied. So it's all about trusting on the product, and that what the product is stating, that it's doing, that it's also validated. We heard about it, that it's a scientific validation process backed by the scientific community. So you need peer-reviewed studies to get that validation. As a scientist, you publish your results in a peer-reviewed magazine like PubMed. You have the golden standard of scientific processes is to publish the result. And for me, when I came across LifeVantage, it's important to know that not only did they do the studies, did they get the results, but that other teams of scientists have done their homework. They checked the results that were found, and they did their own research with similar results. So in other words, it's important for me to have those external scientists to have backed the claims. And I think that's all what it was about when I hear Dr. Drew McCord telling about his process of studying the Protandem, that I can trust in Protandem that I'm telling and doing the right thing for my loved ones, for the people that I meet, and I don't want to be involved in any fake claims or snake oil claims. So it's important to know that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm helping the people with the right information.
Fantastic, fantastic. Another excellent and brilliant answer, you guys, just like what we had with our previous panelists, because guys, nobody has what we have. And even doctors who said that, Beth Busa actually mentioned that she can speak to the doctors without any fear, because we know what we have, you guys, and that's an amazing information. And I hope you guys are taking notes of those answers that our panelists have given to you guys. Okay, on to Dr. Maria Doherty right now. Dr. Maria, why don't you answer the question again? Why are medical peer review studies are important for a product that you are taking or promoting, and that separates us from all other product out there?
When you're showing me ABC report and I'm looking at it, well, is this claim true? And who is Dr. McCord? Is he an authority? I need to find out more about it. So when I find out that it has been peer reviewed, that this product has been investigated thoroughly, there's no guessing game here anymore. And I also have the different universities. These are prestigious universities, and they had thoroughly investigated these things. Are they trustworthy? Do they have credentials, MD, PhD, and all that? So when these things are okay with me, then I see that there's credibility. That is very important for me before I take anything and share it with people. Thank you.
Fantastic. Wow, very powerful, Doc. Of course, you're a doctor. You always want the credibility because you don't want to tarnish your name. And ABC, investigative. That's why investigative report, you guys. That's not an infomercial. That's not a commercial. It's an investigative report. And the purpose of having that investigative report is to put shame, put the person to shame, put Dr. McCord to shame. But he put ABC to shame because the results were unexpected. And that's more than enough for you to actually take the product and share it with the people that you love the most, and no more. I don't need medical peer reviews anymore. If that's ABC was shown nationwide, and nobody can debunk that. Okay, so this is getting more interesting and interesting and interesting as our panelists are giving their views. Then to Christiane tomorrow. Go ahead, Christiane.
Well, I've just been fascinated listening to the rest of you panelists. I have been writing down notes. So much expertise, and I'm really grateful that you were here tonight to share that with us. Now, what is the reason why everyone's excited about peer-reviewed studies? Because they show what? The results. So, hi, if you will, let me just explain to everyone our newest product, our liquid collagen. We take with our NRF2, and I'm going to show you some amazing results because that's what we want. It's great that everything's great on paper. It's important that we know that it's been verified and checked out before we put it in our body. At least I want to. And then thirdly, we want to see what the results are. And it works for everyone. Time is different, but in the end, there will always be results. Kai, if you could share the before picture of myself with no makeup on to the world.
Yes.
Day one, when I started, just as I started the collagen and NRF2.
Drum roll.
Show us.
You are going to be shocked, okay? All right, let me share this with you.
Okay. This is day one in the morning, no makeup, when I started the collagen. Now, collagen, just so you know, is the framework of our cells, to say it simply. That's why, our skin sags, our cells collapse, but collagen is in every cell. Let's see the results. After only 12 days, Kai, put up the second picture.
Okay. Ready to be blown away, you guys?
I'm glad the other picture is down. Okay. After 12 days only of taking the collagen, I raised my chin up. Take a look at my neck. I don't know if we're able to have the two pictures side by side. However, it has taken away the sagging of my neck. It has taken away the sagging around my mouth and my eyes dramatically. This is only 12 days, folks. Okay, now I have taken it for 30. And you can be darn sure that I'm going to take this product every day of my life.
My gosh. This is night and day. I love it. I love it.
I'm 63 years old. So the importance of having peer-reviewed studies, it shows you what works without any negative effect. My husband had congestive heart failure, left ventricle. That means his pump should be like a solid muscle, but it was like a floppy bag. Pop, surgeon, heart surgeon in Boston, Massachusetts at Mass General Hospital came out of the surgery with my husband, grabbed her mask off and threw it on the ground. And she said, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. I was horrified. I thought, oh my goodness, what does he have? What happened? And I said, okay, doctor, just tell me. She goes, oh no, honey, it's good. I have never seen a 60-year-old man with the heart strength of a 20-year-old. Well, once she said 20-year-old, I laughed and I said, oh, I know exactly how that happened. And when she found out there were peer-reviewed studies, she said, okay, I'm going to wash up and I'm checking this out right away. My other doctor, my mother died, unfortunately, from colitis, very severe. I also got it at age 40. Now I'm natural. I don't like to take medicines or anything. I was miserable. I had to know where every bathroom was on every street and every corner. I could hardly eat. I was always in pain. I started with the Protandim. I went back to get the test. I spoke to my doctor and he said, we're going to do your colonoscopy. I said, doctor, I've been taking this Protandim. He said, oh, that's nice. That's nice, honey. Natural things are good. I said, doctor, do you know the medicine you wanted to give me, did it have a peer-reviewed study? He said, yes, it did have one. I said, that's fantastic because mine has 27. At the time, there was 27. And he said, excuse me? And he said, well, let's see how the results are. And he was a very, very awesome doctor. After my test, I had to go back and take it again. He thought the test failed. I said, doctor, why do I have to take a colonoscopy a second time? I love you, but really? He said, something went wrong. He took it again, and he said, Christiane, you're taking some pharmaceuticals. You're in a study. What are you taking? Because I tested your cells. You don't even have inflammation in your cells. 0. I said, wow. So my doctor, imagine what he's taking today. He said, oh my goodness, I'm going to lose all my clients. I said, doctor, who does someone want to go to? Someone who maintains their illness, or when they hear about a doctor who's helping their cells get clean and clear, clean cells, clean tissues, clean organs? Bye-bye problems. So I am just so happy. It has dramatically affected my life and so many that I know. You know, when you have certain things that have to deal with oxidative stress, Protandim is the only thing in my mind and in my experience that can get those results that the peer-reviewed studies tell you. So please, you don't believe me? I'm so happy you said that. I would like you to prove me wrong. I've yet to have anyone prove me wrong. Thank you, Protandim. Thank you, peer-reviewed studies.
Wow. Powerful, powerful stories and testimonials. And boy, Christian, your before and after. I've got to get this out to you guys. She just sent it to me, so that's why I cannot, you know, put it side by side because I haven't cropped it. But that was powerful. I'm gonna gobble up 1 box of collagen every single day. I'm telling you, time for me to get my photo before and after, because I've been taking it, my before and after, to 20 days. You know, my chin, my double chin has disappeared. And, you know, it's really amazing, you guys. And the coolest thing about this, everybody, Axio is coming in July and collagen is coming in either September or October. Okay? Few months to wait, and you're gonna be looking like a 20-year-old, boys and girls. Okay, so on to our last presenter, Dr. Richmond. Why are medical peer review studies important for a product you are taking or promoting?
Peer review is so important since science, health, and medicine, all the future of science, or the future of medicine and health is anchored on scientific, science-based studies. And peer-reviewed is so important because it instantly shows the quality of the study. The data that are in the study, it immediately, instantly shows the validity of the data that are in the literature. And this is a big boost to the user of the product, and most especially to the endorsers of Protandim. So it's so important to have a peer review of everything that we take, most especially for our health, since we have a peace of mind that what we are taking is a quality, science validated product.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Dr. Richmond. Oh my. My goodness. Guys, can we just shower our panelists with hearts, or can you please type in the number 5 for giving them a high five for all of them if you think they did an amazing job tonight? Be prepared, you guys, because we are going to select you in the next panelist, because we'd like to hear your voice, because you guys need to share the information that you have in your mind so that we can help one another to establish that belief, so that we will have confidence to share what we have in our hands, guys. And we can make and we can build our dynasty through activation. My goodness. Wow. And special acknowledgement to Mr. Hugh McClaw, who is also just created his own health and wellness program via online, capitalizing our Tri-Synergizer, you guys. So it's the bus is getting out there. This is going to be the new practice that could lead us to massive changes in our lives, you guys. So let us, is there any other questions? Otherwise, I don't think, like you have given all the important information tonight. So I'm going to hand this over to Sylvia. It's up to her, but then stay tuned for the announcements. We have great announcements, because I believe we have some posters that we can show you. The third Friday or Saturday in the Philippines, Friday here, by the way, we call it an open mic training Zoom call. What do you mean by open mic? Anybody can just unmute themselves and ask questions, or anybody can just unmute themselves, share a great information or testimony. We need to hear your voice. It's time for you to speak up, because we need to brainstorm. It's not just about one person talking all the time. We need to have a little spice in our training Zoom call. So we need to hear your voice. It's an open mic on third Saturday in the Philippines and Friday nighttime here. And then the fourth, ready for this? The fourth Friday night, oh my goodness, it's going to be our corporate executive sales manager, Kim Perkins, to give you the new Evolve compensation plan training. Woo! So any one of you who are, I don't understand, I am confused. You are going to be in now for a great training session. And until you get the whole entire compensation plan, which will be introduced in the Philippines market towards the end of the year, by September, I believe, now you will have the first training that you can ever have. And we will continue to train you with a website, both Philippines and the US website, because you are going to get that website very, very soon as well. So we are here to serve you guys. We are here to really make you become successful. We prepare things for you. We want to make sure that you are getting the best of the best training that you can have. I wouldn't be successful if not with you guys. Thank you for trusting in me and believing in me. Have a good evening.